Good morning, Brother Wanchiso. I hope you are well. I'm good. I'm back home in Upur. Yeah, everything is good. Um, yeah, just a quick summary of the testimony of Kauhonekwa. Being a Himba laity, traditional woman born in a community, a tribe, a culture that believes in forefathers, ancestral culture, a tribe that deals or believe in witchcraft when it comes to consultation, when one wants to find out as to what is happening, when things are not going well at home in the family. Now she had two incidents at her house. The first one being when one of her boy by the name of Bepo was attacked by the evil spirit, and that day she was away from home looking after the animal, and then as she was coming back in the afternoon or a day later in the day, she could hear a scream and noise from her house, and then she was asking herself, now what is going on, what is happening at home, why people are screaming, or why the noise at home. But as she was coming closer, then she realized that the scream is of her boy, and then something must not be right with the boy. And then as she came home, she found the boy acting wildly and screaming and jumping, and and the elder brother with other people were holding the boy down, trying to keep him down or keep him calm. And then when she arrived, she told these people that was keeping the boy down to say, just leave him. And then these other people that were at home, they were not ready to leave the boy because the boy was acting very wildly, and she was screaming and jumping and doing all these funny things. And but then she said, "No, just leave him." And then when the boy was left, she spoke to the spirit that was in the boy, or that attacked the boy, to say, "Leave my boy, leave my son." And then she repeated that for some time, and then the boy came to normal after her speaking to the spirit that was busy with the boy. And then a neighbor, who was also a fellow Christian of her, heard about this struggle that was at her house. So she came over and they continued praying for the boy. And then from that day on, from that moment on, the boy was fine. And if you can recall, that was the boy that was with her at the camp. So the only thing that was left with the boy, it's that the boy is now have was left with a bit of fear, that she's fearing for darkness. But otherwise, the spirit left him and everything is fine now. That was the first incident. The second incident is when her daughter gave birth to twins. Now, in our culture, giving birth to twins is regarded as misfortune. Um, yes, the babies will be welcome, but the fact that they were born not the normal way, because I believe what is normal, what is regarded as normal, is being born a single baby. Now, when there are two or three, that becomes a bit abnormal, a bit misfortune. And now for it to be normalized, the rituals to be performed, because otherwise, if that is not done, then things will not be well at home. Now, when the lady gave birth to twins, the mother herself is being the woman that gave birth now, and everybody are around that woman that gave birth. Now, in this case, it's her daughter and herself should not speak to other people until ritual has been performed. Because now they're in a situation that is not welcome, that is not good, that is a misfortune. And speaking to other people, it's like you are now spreading this unfortunate, this misfortune situation, this bad thing to other people you are communicating to. So then you must be silent, you must be on your own until ritual has been performed. Only then after can you start to communicate with other people. Now, that's what happened with her, because the daughter gave birth in hospital. And remember when, okay, maybe it's not common, but in our culture also, when a lady gave birth, she needs to be drinking a bit warm things just to help with her as a woman, because when you give birth, you are exposed to cold and the likes. So now, then she left that morning to go out of hospital to go prepare a meal, hot meal for the lady, for the baby, or for her daughter. And now, as she came at a house where other people were staying, being a family of people that she knows, she started greeting them, but not a single person responded to her, because they were not ready to talk to her, because she's in a situation where she's around the person that gave birth to twins, and ritual has not yet done. So then she must not speak to anyone. So everybody ignored her. And then she was wondering now and started asking herself, why are you not talking to me? Why are you not responding to my greetings and the likes? And people started whispering to her, but you know the situation, you know your situation, you cannot talk to us. Your daughter gave birth and you are next to that person, and why are you speaking to us? But then she said, my daughter gave birth to two healthy babies, gave birth to two lives, God-given gifts. And this is not a misfortune. This is not bad. Why can I not talk to people? But then other people that has another belief were not ready to speak to her. So she went through that challenge of speaking to people that were not ready to speak to her. And now it was time for them to go back to the village. Now at the village, these babies must be taken to the big house, the main house now, where a ritual will be performed. Now, her parents were then waiting for her to bring the kids home, the babies home, of which she didn't. Being a Christian, being a believer, she took her daughter and the baby to her place, because for her, there was nothing that needed to be done. Now, people at home were also shocked now to say, but what is she doing? She cannot stay with misfortune in the house. She cannot stay with the twins where ritual has not been done. Then it's like you are going to stay with the cares in your house. But then she said, no, my kids are not a curse, are not misfortune. These are God-given babies. Now, so that's what happened. And as she was testifying, they are grown-up girls, because they were girls. They are going to school. They are fine. They are healthy. So I think that was the testimony about her challenge. being a Himbalite that believes in God. I hope that answers your question. But you can come back for any clarity. Thank you. Bye.